Welcome back, everybody, to Formula One. It has been 5 weeks, and we're finally back for the 2026 Formula One Miami Grand Prix. We've got practice one, the only practice session of the weekend. It is a sprint weekend. If you don't know what a sprint is, I'll explain that in a second. But we've got an extended session. Usually practice is an hour long. Today, it is an hour and 30 minutes. Why is that? Well, we haven't been racing in 5 weeks, so everyone in the teams are a bit rusty. Plus, there's a lot of new upgrades from teams. Plus, it's a sprint weekend, so it's the only practice session. Plus, we've got tweaks to the regs, which I don't fully understand, but basically they've tweaked the regs, and so basically like there's less battery and more reliant on the engine and blah, blah, blah. But it's only, as Max said, it's only a tickle, but we'll see how it changes. We've got so much to look at and talk about this weekend. The changes in the regs, which is one of them, but the upgrades, so many teams. I think every team is bringing significant upgrades. But yeah, we have got sprint qualifying later on today. If you don't know what a sprint weekend is, basically instead of 3 practice sessions, you have 1 practice, and then 2 of the practice sessions are replaced with a qualifying and a sprint race. So a qualifying that sets the grid for a sprint, and then a sprint race, a few points up for grabs. It's basically teams can can set up their cars, but in an official setting, and it means for us we get a beautiful we get an extra 2 intense sessions. But yeah, welcome in to the watch along. If you're new here, this is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer down the bottom left you can sync on up with, and you got lovely Twitch chat you can type in. So if you're watching right now on YouTube, come join us on Twitch. We're always live on Twitch doing different stuff. We'll be live after practice 1 watching F2, and then we also have the sprint qualifying later on today. But yeah, I cannot show the broadcast live. It is obviously copyrighted, so find a place where you can watch it to sync on up with us and having a good time. All right. Let me turn the audio up. We're good to go. Oh my God, can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're back. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Oh my God, Alex Jakes. So, some news for anyone who missed it. We've got 3 special liveries on the grid. We've got Alpine. It's literally just add a little bit of yellow for their sponsor, Mercado Libre. We've got Cadillac, their first home Grand Prix. They've got a special livery. They've got stars all over the car. It's actually a really clean livery. Nothing too crazy, but super duper clean. And then V-Carb, to celebrate the launch of the brand new Red Bull flavor Summer Edition, they have got a full yellow livery. Very, very nice. Other than that, there's not much to report in terms of... Oh, Mercedes have purple suits. Okay, I really wanted to stream without the noise of my aircon, but it's way too hot. It needs to come on. Sorry. If you wonder what the little hum is, that is the aircon that I need to have on. What the oily Anita thing as the follows from the stream. Does this count as studying English? I think so. I think so. All right, first out of the garage, Williams. What upgrades have they got? To be honest, I've not really seen much upgrades on Twitter. Usually there's like people yapping and taking photos and stuff of the upgrades. I've not really seen much about the upgrades. Maybe people don't care, or maybe teams have been higher than them. Ferrari, both Ferraris coming out. They've got the Macarena wing, which is the wing that flips upside down. Super innovative design on their wing. Now, what's funny about this is Ferrari showed the Macarena wing in testing in Bahrain. All the teams jumped on it, specifically Red Bull, and now, by time Ferrari have brought it and is ready to use it for the first time, Red Bull have also got theirs ready this weekend. So we've got 2 teams using this Macarena wing design. But yeah, obviously Ferrari did such a good job in bringing it, but Red Bull have done an even better job of copying it and bringing it at the same time Ferrari have. We will see though. We will see. Red Bull's not copied. Red Bull submitted their idea in mid-2025. Interesting. Okay, okay. So it is a 90-minute session. Let me get the timer up for you guys. So we got 1 hour, 28, 45. Alright, time is up. Cool. I've just opened up Multiviewer to get this thing synced up, and Carlos Sainz says steering wheel is quite heavy. Oh, piss me off. Is that a Error? Is that an error? Anyways, let's listen to these cars, man. "90 minutes of practice. Yay! Did I say that properly? 90 minutes? Yeah. He's not exactly going to get fired, so he should speak up. But would Max get fired? No. No one would get fired if they spoke up. Well, none of the big dogs. Do you know what we call this Macarena? It just makes for sure love. No, honestly, it's a shit name. I wish I had my Red Bull right now, but it decided to explode all over my desk. Aston Martin, well done, guys. You've had 5 weeks, and you're sitting in the garage doing fuck all. Who's out on track right now? We've got Williams, Ferrari, V-Carb, Haas, McLaren, Audi, Red Bull. Who we not got? Cadillac. Nice, nice. Aston Martin. Nice, nice. Alpine. Nice. And Mercedes. They don't need to come out. Stay in the garage. Stay in the garage. Oh my god, F1 cars on track? Can you believe it? Oh my god. Damn, the Red Bull looks different. The Audi looks less fat too. Damn, the grandstands are so empty. Yeah, I don't know why my Miami is so empty on the Friday. Man on screen right now, Alan McNish. He's the new racing director of Audi, so he'll be working alongside Mattia Binotto after Jonathan Wheatley left. Anyone know the history of Alan McNish? Hello to all Max Verstappen and Red Bull Racing fans. Let's go RBR team. Let's go. Let's go. Red Bull said that they were working on their own wing before they just did it in a different way. They didn't know about the other wing. Interesting. Okay, okay, okay. What have I missed in chat while we were going live with the watch along? Hey, what's up, Mackie? Finally, F1 is back. If a car breaks down, they are so screwed. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Anyone who retires this session is fucked. New regs, or changes to the regs, new upgrades, haven't driven in 5 weeks, and you're gonna be thrown into a sprint qualifying later on today. Why is it so dead, man? Look at the pool. It's so dead. Literally send me there. Put a streaming setup poolside, because it is clearly. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's happening in Piastri? That's not normal. That's not normal. That can't be normal. He's got a problem. Surely. Oh, sorry. Okay, he hasn't got a problem. Jolyon Palmer says that if they don't open the active aero, like Oscar was just doing, the car scrapes like that. And he didn't open the active aero because he's got Flovers on his rear wing. Interesting. He's going to get disqualified from practice.
Nice to get back to having cars on track. Feels
Mr.
like
Hoppy.
the season is starting again.
Thank you for the 100 bits. No, honestly, dude, starting my stream today, I was like, how do I do this again? How do I do that again? Like, it genuinely felt like the start of the season. It's weird, man. It's weird. We got a lot of you guys tuning on in for practice as well. Thank you. Obviously, it's been a weird 5 weeks, but appreciate you guys will tune on in for prac. We will be live, as per usual, for every F1 session for the rest of the year. Pino, thank you for the follow. I thought I missed the session with the timing board. No. Criticize the FAA all you want, and all I will as well. But what I do appreciate is that they will change the rules sometimes to help teams, and they're not always just follow the rules exactly they're written. That's not a good thing, though, if they just change rules to help teams. Yes, it's a 90-minute session. Extra 30 mins. I didn't know about that with Red Bull. What the fuck? Do you know what... wait, I read that. Miami's a vibe, though. Yeah, it's a poo track.
Have we always have an hour and a half for practice on a sprint weekend?
No, only this weekend. Only this weekend. Isabella, thank you so much for the 15-month resub with Tier 1. Really do appreciate you coming in with the Tier 1 for 15 months. Goddamn. Thank you. No, so usually it's just an hour. Fun fact, actually, I think it was before 2020. Every F1 practice session used to be 90 minutes long. Every session. Because it took us 20k. Yeah, true. McLaren's new front wing looks sick. I need to have a proper look. Oh, Cadillac on track. Oh, the Cadillac. Honestly, that should be their base livery. Fuck the asymmetrical crap livery where it's just carbon black on one side. That looks way better. And Checo with his special helmet. That is actually a really nice helmet. Do you think Cadillac could score their first points this weekend? Praying Alpine remain decent. I can't have another 2025. Oh yeah, we're meant to do predictions. Let's do predictions for Prac. Good shout, whoever that was. Do I even have... I do. Who will finish first in practice 1? Alright, prediction up for practice 1. Go, 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 go. The onboard seems slow in the corners. Maybe they're on an outlap. Why has bro made a CP emote? Your live time is frozen? No, that should be good. Oh. What is happening here? Let me refresh these. I'm not sure why it's doing that. There we go. Not sure why it was doing that. Hopefully that's fixed. I mean, I was having some issues of multi-viewer at the start of the season, but I've factory reset my PC, so I'm hoping it's fixed. Gaming Gen TV, they were the volume. Lewis going off track there. The French commentator said that McLaren could be the fastest car. Yeah, so for people who might be out of the loop, just to give you some rumors and stuff going around the paddock at the moment. So, rumor is, first off, biggest rumor that came out during the 5-week break is there is a system. I might explain this wrong, but I'm going to explain it the way I understand it, right? There is a system in play that the FIA have in play where they test all the engines, and if an engine is too far... No, if an engine is too good, right, the other engine manufacturers get time or upgrade, whatever it is, to upgrade their engine to get on par with that engine, right? And apparently the test was done. It's called it, yeah, Aduo. Anyways, apparently, again, this is all the rumor, but the rumor is that the test was done and Red Bull was the quickest engine. Which means Mercedes, Ferrari, Audi, and Honda, again, potentially, will be able to upgrade their engine to close in on Red Bull. Now, if that's true, that is crazy. If Red Bull have the fastest engine and their aero is that bad. But also it'd be crazy if Mercedes end up being able to upgrade their engine despite being the quickest car on the grid. Yeah, the other rumors are that McLaren have significantly closed the gap to Mercedes over this break. And yeah, I'll be interested to see what Ferrari and Red Bull do as well. Dude, Mercedes' front wing looks crazy too. Maybe I'm just not used to these cars still, but those end plates are huge. But right now, Norris has dunked a massive time on Antonelli. I don't think Merc will be 2% off Red Bull, even if they are less. Red Bull got to lock in. Red Bull's chassis is that shit. I'm sorry, but as a factory team, Mercedes has to beat McLaren this year. If they actually bottle the advantage, they're the customer team. It's not good for them, yeah. But at the same time, Zach Brown is like, I hate sister teams. Sister teams suck. Blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. I feel like if McLaren beat Mercedes, it kind of shows like sister teams don't matter. I guess, yeah. Maybe it's different, but... Ferrari bring as many upgrades as they have makes me think they are going to do the usual bring upgrades and then suck after. Yeah, probably. It's Alpine, Vic's new team. I heard she built the car. Yeah, she built it with her own hands. Sandbagging championships more like. 343 top speed on the data. Why did I say data? I say data. Fucking hurts to see Max and Hadja both outside the top. Hey, it's practice 1, alright? It's practice 1. Or are you talking about in the championship? Time for the annual cringy celebrity clusterfuck that Miami always puts on. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier about Miami. Is like, I think the track's poop, but I like the vibes in Miami. Don't be wrong. There is obviously a lot of celebs there and influencers and all that crap, but I like the vibe. I like the energy Miami has. The paddock's really nice. You know, the thing is, at the end of the day, there's so many boring races in F1, or at least in previous years, there's so many boring races in F1. At least Miami, you knew you were going to get some sort of content. Even if it's cringy content, at least you knew you were going to get something different. Whereas when you go to Hungary, it's like, you get nothing. You go to this track, you get nothing. You go to that track, you get nothing. You know what I mean? At least when you come to Miami, at least you know you're going to get good vibes. You're going to get good social content. You're going to get, like, special liveries. Which at the end of the day is more fun than nothing. Herder was P1 in Formula 2. Ooh, imagine Herder wins his home race. Why is Briatore ex-active visor now? I think he's always been, hasn't he? I don't think as a McLaren fan I can do with them being at the front, especially after last year, though I do hope you see others bring it to Mer. I would actually prefer all practices being 90 minutes long. Yeah, yeah, but also it's just extra work for the team and drivers. I think it's nice for the fans at the track. Obviously, as a content creator, I'd love an extra 30 minutes to cover. Woo! First time see the V-carb. Looks like a banana front on. It is nice, man. It is nice. I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I am surprised V-carb didn't go for like a yellow branding feel. Like when you think Red Bull's colors. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, yellow. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Don't worry, guys. It was just yellow card, not yellow flag. Yeah. When you think like the Red Bull logo is red and yellow, and their main team is blue and red. Well, maybe more blue now. I'm surprised they didn't just go for yellow branding for V-carb, especially considering no one else on the grid is yellow anymore. Like, imagine V-carb was just the yellow team. I think that would be so suit Red Bull so much. Sorry, suit V-carb so much. Angel, name of the volley. Which cars are sandbagging right now? Probably everyone. Is there any color V-carb hasn't had on their car? True, they've had purple. They've had pink. They've had yellow. They haven't had green yet. They haven't had green. I don't think they've done green. Green next. Green next. Yeah. Wonder what the next Red Bull flavor will be. Now, when we see a Red Bull flavor, we basically know we're going to get a special livery of that color. You gotta remind me of Jordan Honda from the early 2000s. Crofty hating on the V-carb. What's he saying, man? What's he saying? The piss carb is haunting? Whoa. What's up, Desi? Oh my god. Audi managed to fit more fucking sponsors on their onboard during the break. How is Aston still not on track? Does this team, is this team that fucking bad, bro? You said the best bit was DJ Khaled. Oh yeah, of course Crofty's a DJ Khaled fan. God did. Max P2. Max P2. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. How about I sprain my ankle when I'm on crutches? Oh my god, sir. What have you done? How have you done this? Russell complained about the turbo. All right, question for the car nerds out there. You know how when you don't start your car for a little bit, it like sucks? And you know how like you have to start your supercars, like a common problem for all of us in the world. You have to start your supercars. Oh, there's a Macarena wing on the Red Bull. Yeah, look at that. Look how much hole there is. That is insane. You know how when you start, you have to like start your supercars every now and then to make sure they're like still running and shit? Do you have to do that with an F1 car? Like during this 5-week break, where they had the engine on a test bench and had like the, you know, this, that, and the other on the test bench, like running it? Or do they just kind of just send it to Miami and go, hell yeah? By the way, why is Aston still in the pit? Christian, it's Aston, man. We don't question what they do anymore. They do it on the grid as well, like 20 minutes before the race. Yeah, right. Why does Red Bull's front wing have a box? To be honest, the Red Bull has potential because Hadger was doing good at Melbourne until his DNF. I mean, apparently Red Bull has the best engine, so... Dude, imagine how hype it would be. I'm not saying this is gonna happen. This is not a prediction. But imagine how hype it would be if like McLaren win and Red Bull are P2 this weekend. Like, imagine it's gone from Merc versus Ferrari to McLaren versus Red Bull in 5 weeks. Like, again, I'm not saying that's gonna happen or it's a prediction, but like, how good would that be for the sport? Well, I mean, you could argue McLaren and Red Bull again, but how good would it be for the sport to have such a quick turnaround in 5 weeks, and then people go, oh shit, like, development race is actually on. Speaking of Norris has just got another 3 tenths up on his time. Russell complaining again. Alright, it says that the Merc's fallen a bit. So that's what we'd like to hear. That's what we'd like to hear. Sorry, I'm not hating. I'm not hating. It's just Mercedes are at the top. We want them to not do good. Quick plug. Whilst a lot of you are tuning in the stream for the first time in a little while, because F1's back. To give you guys a little update, I sadly lost my TikTok account after Japan. I got copyright striked by F1 4 times. They decided to really crack down on F1 footage. I knew the risk I was taking, but they decided to really crack down on footage this year and ban my TikTok, which is a shame. So I lost 60,000 followers. I lost 40 billion views. Couldn't get the account back. I'm still going to try to get it back, but I think it's long. It's like 1% chance at this point of getting it back. So I made a new TikTok account. So go follow it. It's Ponden with 2 N's on the end. I've linked it in chat. It's the pinned message in Twitch chat. Please go give it a follow. Go watch the videos. Give it good retention rate. Give it a like. Help your boy out. Yeah. Sad. Other thing I want to plug is join the Discord, because in the Discord channel at the moment, I have got... in the Discord at the moment, I've got a channel where I want you guys to post your cars. Whether it's your car, your family member's car, whatever. Chuck a video, chuck a photo of it in the Discord. I'll be reviewing them all on stream next week. So if you want me to rate your car out of 10, join the Discord, chuck it in there. And it's nearly going off. Yeah, that was a huge lockup for Lewis. Sissimo, they've followed. You know what would be more crazy? Red Bull wins and Aston Martin P2. Aston Martin getting points would be crazy. Oh, that V-Cup looks so good. That's a really good time so far for McLaren. Holy. Yeah, I prefer rotisserie wing over Macarena wing. Too many syllables, bro. How has Aston Martin still not come out? Oh, here we go. Sam Collins breakdown. Aston Martin make it through a race as a win. True. Interesting. So if you're not watching F1 TV right now, Sam Collins is doing a little... Sam Collins is doing a breakdown of Red Bull's brake ducts. Wait, Clear? That's a new Red Bull sponsor. What's Clear? Wells Fargo? Fuck, how many new sponsors do they have? Yeah, the Red Bull actually looks so different. Aston is still in holiday break mode. Give them like 20 more minutes left. Yeah, they've just wasted the first 20 minutes. Oh my god. The Red Bull looks so different. Power issues for Aston Martin. Lovely. West Phoenix over the volley. Some Russell was prime. Mika Hakkinen winning and Mazepin second. Okay, calm down now. Just good to see cars again. It is nice. It is nice. Like Red Bull's rear wing, front wing, side pod, genuinely everything looks different. What does that cover on the exhaust pipe do? That should just come out in the Lego card, you honestly. Aston coming out! Okay. Is it gonna last more than one lap though? Is the question. Is it gonna last more than one lap? One sec, guys. All right, I can talk about the news now. Remember how I said earlier, there was a little bit of news that, like, I was walking to the gym and then I was like, oh, it's nothing too crazy. But basically, I'm doing the Wings for Life run next Sunday. I'm doing it at the Red Bull factory. I've managed to get a few content creators together for it. That's not the announcement. I've already talked about that on stream. But today I found out Yuki's doing the run. So Yuki's I'm gonna be running alongside Yuki, probably gas out like 2 hours before him, but yeah. I found out this morning that Yuki was going to be there, but I don't know if it was like public or not yet, so pretty cool. IRL stream. I'm tempted now, man. I'm really tempted. But I'm not a runner, so like my first time doing a running event and then IRL streaming it, like how long is the run? So basically the way, for people that don't know, Wings for Life is Red Bull's charity run. Every single year they do a charity run where everyone in the world runs at the same time. So it's like midday. I don't know the exact times, but it's midday in UK. So I think that's like 7 a.m. in America, like midnight in Australia, etc., right? So everyone around the world runs at the same time, and there's 6 locations in Europe where there's well, first off, so the run isn't a distance. You run until a car catches you. So you could walk for 20 minutes and then get caught. You could jog for an hour, then get caught. You could sprint for 2 hours, then get caught. So yeah, it's not like a distance. It's like anyone can do it. You sign up and yeah, you run until a car catches you. Only 6 locations in the world have a car that actually chases you. Everyone else has an app on their phone and you get told when you're caught. So even though I'm doing the run at the Red Bull factory, there's no car chasing you. It's a virtual one, which is a shame. But yeah, that's just kind of the way it's meant to be. Speaking of Yuki, there he is. So yeah, if you want to sign up for Wings for Life, it's £22 entry. It goes all to charity. Again, you can run anywhere in the world. There's cities all around the world which do meetups where you guys can all run together, which is the one I'm doing at the factory. Otherwise, you get the app and you can run in your own treadmill. You can run around the backyard, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so if you want to sign it up, it's next Sunday. Again, start time depends on where you live, but it's the same time all around the world. And then we can compare and see how long you ran against me, how long you ran against Yuki, and everyone else who's running in the event. I think I have to run or walk it, see how far you can walk. And then you can do it again next year and see how far you make it. Worse, the more entertaining the stream will be. True. The worse you are, the more entertaining the stream. True. I just don't know how to stream it though. It'll be fun anyway. Yeah, you can be your coaches. True. Well, apparently this year, I can give you guys a link, and during the run, you guys can send me messages while I run. So once I figure out that, I will drop it in the Discord. And then I can basically have Twitch chat my app. But I don't think I'm gonna run with earphones. Maybe I will, because I love music, but I've got literally, there's like 16 of us creators and like, you know, people I know from the team and stuff like that. Like, I'll probably spend the whole time just like jogging with people chatting. But yeah, if anyone's interested in running, or even if you're not interested in running, you just want to give it a go, check out Wings for Life. Literally just search Wings for Life or Red Bull charity run on Google and you'll get the link. Sign it up. Again, you can do it anywhere in the world, any city there's run meets, or you can just do it anywhere you want yourself on the app. Felicious, they pronounce it, name of the pod. What charity? Wings for Life. It's Red Bull's charity that they have for spinal cord injuries. What's your fastest mile? So that's the thing. I'm only just getting into running. My last 5K I did was 32 minutes. So it's not great. But my watch was set to miles, so I didn't know how I would have pushed myself to get under 30 minutes if I had known. The last time I ran, I shattered my tooth because I stumbled because of my own feet. What? Alright, we're almost ticking over 30 minutes of the session. We've got an hour to go. Max on the mediums goes 4th. That's not really a great lap, but I mean, the team is looking better right now. Look at that big wing, bro. They should add regulation to F1 and demote AMR to Chinese F4. I agree. For me, 5-minute 41 mile. I can't do miles. Can you translate that to kilometers? Do you hope it rains Sunday? No. I mean, part of me hopes it rains, but then rain could be a boring race, and then it brings like lightning. I kind of just want a normal weekend. I mean, Percy is a content creator, like red flags and stuff like that usually do really well for me because everyone's just sitting in chat waiting for the session to resume. So I don't really mind if it's red flagged. But I want racing. No, I do want racing. I feel George needs a good weekend. His season has sort of started like Lando's last year. First race was good, but the other two so far haven't been ones you talk about. Yeah. I thought Hannah was Vic. Wait, what? Are you good, bro? Some rain would be fun, but not lightning. If the Rebel Wing doesn't take off, it will be crazy. Audi seems really slow. Yeah, not so good right now after the... It's so hot in my room, man. I'm already sick of summer and it's only been like a week. My aircon's on, it's so hot. Rebel looks weird, you reckon? Get a fan, bozo. I got an aircon. Why would I need a fan? I also don't want the fan blowing my hairline back. I thought UK summer was like winter. No. It is 21 degrees. And I got 2 PCs in my room with the sun beaming in. All the summer lovers want summer back until they have... No, I prefer this over winter though. I would rather enjoy this than shit winter. I actually might do the run now or help me prepare for my triathlon. Oh, 100%, man. Do it, yeah. Like, again, there's no pressure. Like, you run 30 minutes and then get caught. Who cares? Yeah, exactly. 2 PCs is basically a space heater. I'm not looking forward to playing Forza next week. Is it next week? No, in 2 weeks' time. Oh, I am looking forward to it. But gaming in this room? Oh my god. Illis, Mitchie, they have the volume. 21 degrees is not hot. It is hot when houses aren't built for the summer. You gotta remember, England's dumb. They don't know aircon exists. Brand new building, brand new apartment. They installed heating, but not an aircon system. They have insulation, but no cooling. No, oh, I forgot about Eliminator. Oh my god. As someone working in the field, I'll take summer over minus 40 degrees winter. 40-degree winter. Just open a window in it, bruv. I've literally got my aircon on. Can you guys not hear the buzz? Indeed, sponsoring the Rebel. Yeah, that's a new sponsor that kind of went under the radar. I didn't see it. I didn't see that one. Eliminator should have been binned off. There's no need for Battle Royale to stay this long. It's fun, dude. No. Take that back. Battle Royale is one of the most fun. Eliminator is one of the most fun Battle Royales. It's completely different. It's not a shooter Battle Royale. It's so fun. Waste of resources. Nah, you're just an angry man. Alright, we can go over to the minute timings now. Guys, I'm Australian. I've lived in 40-degree weather cities, okay? You don't think I know what hot is. I know 21 degrees isn't hot, right? When I'm out and about, I loved it. I love walking to the gym today. Sun's out, boom, hitting my body. 20 degrees feels fucking fine. The second you walk in a building, aircon doesn't exist. You're literally in a sauna all day. I guarantee you it's hotter in my room right now than outside. 21 degrees is almost cold. You're dumb. Guys, it's not 21 degrees in my room. I'm telling you how hot it is in my room. Okay, it is 27 degrees in my room with the aircon on. There's no point talking to people about experience. People don't get what I'm saying. If it's 21 degrees outside, right? And UK houses are made to hold heat in, right? And then you've got two PCs on with the sun beaming into your glass window with 4-meter high ceilings. I'm not even joking. I'm not even exaggerating. My room with two PCs on with the windows literally hits 35 degrees. Right? So I have to combat that by shutting the curtains and putting an aircon on. And even then, I can only get my room down to like 27 degrees. And it's only 21 degrees outside. Imagine in a few weeks' time when it's 30 degrees outside. It's fucked. Guys, I've been in his room in temps like this as someone from California desert. It's hot. Thank you. Even my housemate, he's like, it can't be that hot. Why are you getting the aircon out already? Why are you getting the aircon out for already? I'm like, bro. One day, I'm going to purposely leave the fucking aircon off and leave my two PCs on. And he's going to walk in here and be like, you were right. And I'll be like, yeah. They're saying it's 21 in your room. No, it's 21 degrees outside. Bro, have you guys ever left your car out in the sun? Have you noticed that when you hop in your car after it's been left out in the sun all day, it's hotter than outside the car? Do you know why? Because it heats it up. That's what my room does. It has two PCs heating it up and the sun heating it up. It doesn't. If it's 21 degrees outside, your room doesn't stay 21 degrees. It heats up. It gets warmer and warmer. Use our brains here, guys. Please. You've actually rage baited me. Angry British man yells at 75 Fahrenheit. Okay. Yeah, man. Leave your kids and your dog in your car and your house. If it's 21 degrees outside, it won't warm up. They'll be fine. How's Red Bull looking, guys? Have they improved the car? They are looking good. I mean, the times don't look great, but the car looks better. With your Windows and the PC in your room, it's basically a giant oven. Exactly. Miss Cunnington, thank you for the 17-month resub. Appreciate you coming to the tier 1. Thank you so much for supporting. Good to see you back. No TTS? Where's the TTS at? But thank you so much, Miss Cunnington. Also, HV Crusher. They were the follow. Oh, bring back the KFC Crushers, man. But it's only 21. Shut up. What's up with the blur on the wheel on the onboard cam? I've never noticed that. I guess that's to prevent leaking information. I didn't even notice that. I know Formula E did that, but I don't know if Formula 1 did that. You tell me that every time. Well, you gotta use your TTS. What's up at Aston Martin? What's up at Aston Martin? Still vibrating? Is it vibrating still? What is the go with Aston Martin? Have they fixed the vibrating? Keen. Thank you for the follow. I think Norris would have fastest lap there without the little wiggle at the end. I just realized that until I went up to that. I might double stack the aircons. I might get 2 aircons, place them on top of each other. They usually blur on the promo vids, but never seen it done on the broadcast. Any idea if the rule change will make a difference or not, or still Mercedes dominance? I don't think the changes will make too much of a difference to Mercedes dominance. The changes will just make a change to the entertainment of the sport and how the cars drive. What will make a difference to Mercedes dominance, though, is the teams bringing so many upgrades this weekend and over that break to close the gap to Mercedes. I'm new here. What's up, dude? Get a good dehumidifier. Makes a huge difference. Dehumidifier? I mean, that's basically what I've got. It has a big hose that goes out the window and it sucks the air and pumps it out and then cools it. I'll study for 8 hours straight if Bax gets polled today. Alright, deal. Okay, so channel point predictions closed, and you guys decided to put all your points on someone else and Lando Norris. What are you guys smoking, huh? What are you guys smoking? Sky be yapping about every single topic except F1 during practice. Hey, that's my job. My job is to yap about everything but F1. What are they talking about? I must say, though, I don't know about you guys. We've not had F1 for 5 weeks. This is the only practice session of the weekend. And I'm like, I don't really care that much about watching it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, maybe I'm tripping, but it's kind of like, I think what's happened, right, is I think for me, I used to be able to watch Formula 1 and be like, oh, this is happening. Oh, that's happening. Oh, that's happening because of this. Oh, this is going to happen. But like, I can't really watch F1 at the moment and understand what's happening. Like, I know some people are going to take that out of context and be like, you're a dumb fan and you don't understand the cars. No, but I think my point is just like, you know, I don't know when the battery's being used. I don't know when it's a driver error, mechanical error, a battery error, whatever it may be. So like, when I watch like an onboard like this, I mean, obviously I can see him fucking, that was terrible oversteer there and lack of traction. But I know I find it like hard to like even watch a practice session because I'm like, oh, well, they're sandbagging. Oh, well, that's because they haven't turned the batteries up yet. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Even like qualifying, it's like, Oh. Well, first off, qualifying sucks. But even qualifying, it's like, well, it doesn't matter where Ferrari qualify because they'll just jump 5 people off the start anyway. You know what I mean? Zlem Zimu, they were the... It's hard to tell who's actually pushing and only one practice. Yeah. Now, the rate really ruined it. It's so unpredictable and hard to understand. The rule change is not predictable. They could change everything or nothing. Yeah. There are a lot of different changes happening and all teams keeping it too hard to track. Yeah, like if Max did the fastest lap, I'd be like, why though? Is he good? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Stupid question, but did you write cursive in school? Cursive? I don't know, I just wrote. Yeah, look how terrible this traction is. Yikes, dog. Oh yeah, joint up riding. Yeah, I think I had to learn how to do joint up riding, but I didn't actually do it. Yeah, we got 300 people tuned in for practice day. Appreciate that, guys. It's funny because I feel like there's so many... Well, I mean, it's been 5 weeks, so it's hard to remember. But I feel like there's so many different people in chat today in comparison to Australia, China, and Japan because it's completely like 12-hour shift in time zones. You know what I mean? Whoa, Leclerc cooking, Leclerc cooking. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Bro, no one has any traction in that last corner. Okay, 2/10 up Leclerc, but obviously track's getting better, so... We still got 46 minutes to go. Oh my lord. We're halfway through the session. And Lewis should go ahead of Anton. No, behind Antonelli. Did you hear about the AI off the car is what mostly drives the car, and some drivers don't even mean to use boost. The car just does it. It's not an AI, it's the mapping that they have for the boost, but that's always been the case with the energy, because now the energy is so important. Yeah, sometimes I guess you can end up having a driver doing something that they don't want it to do. Max, do something, please. Give me confidence, please. No traction because their tires are too hot. Almost 30 degrees Celsius, I've heard. 30 degrees just isn't that hot, though. That's a joke. Hamilton just doesn't seem to like this track. Who do you usually watch for my free time? I don't really watch, like, anything. Or anyone in particular. Only Pixel's probably, like, the only streamer I watch. They should turn the UK around sometimes so we can share the weather. Yeah, everyone in their last corner is struggling. Has Russell behind the McLarens? I don't think he's had a lap in a while. The shifts are horrendous. Up and down, says Max. Yay! One of the stream, Michael hates veggies. Why don't you like veggies, man? I've been looking wild on the onboard. Yeah, it looks so squirrely. Williams don't look like they've improved much. Did you talk about the crazy fact that Esteban didn't bring any upgrades? Wait, is that true? Bruh. They're bringing them to Canada though, right? Because I'm fairly sure a team said that they're not going to bring anything to Miami. They're just going to wait for Canada. Yeah, fantasy and predict's going to be so hard this week, especially because we only got one practice session to look at. Oh my god, I'm so hot. Aston relying on hopes and dreams. Yeah, true. How's Lindblad doing? Quite a bit off Lawson right now, it looks like. Barely any upgrades for Haas 2, it seems. Interesting. Can someone link the part list? I didn't see the upgrade list. Usually that comes out early in the weekend, but I didn't see it. Oh my god, it's so hard. Can you check in Discord? I'll look at it after. I assume maybe it was already in Discord, but I didn't see it. It came out this morning. Friday with 11 upgrades. Right. I'll be back in 1 sec, guys. I'm back. Oh, I'm back. That was really fascinating to listen to. If you're not on F1 TV, Jordan was just talking about how he's a driver who likes to get late on the brakes and just kind of try hook it up in the corner, try to carry as much top speed as possible. Whereas Hulkenberg, when he was teammates with Hulkenberg wanted to brake very delicately, and then yeah, It was just really fascinating to listen to, and it made me think. Like, I miss hearing this stuff about the sport. I feel like the sport has become very silly, goofy. And don't get me wrong, I love talking about stuff off track. I love all the stuff off track. I love the marketing. I love the media. I love the like hearing about the drivers. And oh yeah, multi-viewer crashed again. Okay, I'm gonna have to contact them about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Should be fixed now. Yeah, anyways, what I was saying was I love all this stuff off track and outside the, you know, like outside the racing and on track action itself. But I like really love hearing like about the actual sport, about the cars and about the drivers, and like you know, I love F1. I love everything about F1. I love, you know, I think I love, you know, what am I trying to say here? I think everyone in F1 needs to do a better job of talking about the sport as the sport more again. Like, I don't know, it's become very surface level. And don't be wrong, again, I am a new fan as well, or a newer fan. And like, I like that more people are getting into the sport, and to do that, you do need to make, you know, dumb some things down in the sport, absolutely. But yeah, honestly, it's getting to a point now where it's like the press conferences is just like, what did you do on the weekend? What did you think of this? What did you think of that? It's just like, who cares? And like, I see clips from like influencers or creators or whoever, and it's like little TikTok videos and like this and guess that and blah, blah, blah. And like, don't be wrong, there's 100% space for that in the sport, right? You know, let's use a publication, for example, like Vogue, you know what I mean? Like, what are Vogue going to sit down with Max and be like, what do you think about taking an Apex? You know what I mean? Like, of course not. They're going to sit down and talk about his life and talk about stuff like that, right? You know what I mean? Like different people and different media outlets have different places for talking about different stuff. But I just feel like Sky Sports, I'm going to use an example. I feel like they've really gone on the silly side. F1 themselves have gone a lot on the silly side. Again, that's great. There's so many influencers and content creators now who focus on stuff outside the sport, and that's fine. But it's like, I feel like F1 now need to claw it back, right? Like they had Drive to Survive, they did the whole YouTube push, the social media push, the movie, all this stuff. They've done everything to bring new fans to the sport, right? Amazing. Keep that up. Keep doing the Lego races. Keep doing Grill the Grid. Keep doing all this fun stuff. But like, where has the good educational like videos and interviews gone? Where have the good like really in-depth like I don't know, like, and like, don't get me wrong, people are gonna be like, well, there's Tech Talk with Sam Collins, and there's this YouTuber, and there's this, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I know they exist, but like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just like, a lot of it is very boring. It is very like, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what the solution is, but like, I don't know, just like listening to Jolien talk just then was so nice. And that's why I like F1 TV's broadcast so much, just because they are so focused on the sport itself. But in saying that, I think the drivers are also like limited to what they can say, which is a shame. Like, I don't think you're ever going to get a serious interview from Charles Leclerc ever again. Bro's too PR for that. Oh, someone's gone off. Yeah, what's happened to Limblad? He's quite far down right now. Okay, sorry, what I missed in chat while I was gone? With Inters plus wet at race, or only one compound? It depends on how much it rains, right? Is it over for Red Bull chat? No, we don't give up yet. Colabito's doing alright right now. Oh, Hadra complained about the downshifts as well now. Yeah, seems they still have some chess usage, was not a huge surprise. Just hope they seem to make progress. No wonder there's so many fake Aston Martin Lego cars because they're so shit. Their Lego car would be cheap as shit. The only channel that broadcasts F1 in my country was hit by a breaking news, and they said, yeah, that's not sure. 90-minute F1 practice for 5 minutes of stupid news. Wait, what was the news though? What was breaking? Guess he going off track again? I don't know. Just very late apex. Whoa. Jordan lay on the brakes. Do you see how the new Red Bull wing? Yeah, it looks insane. I agree, but I think it's so because of Liberty Media. Yeah, like sitting down with Liam Lawson and make him match F1 drivers to characters. How dumb. True, true. But I mean, I think it's like a time and a place, right? Like, I mean, I would like, I mean, you know, I know you're joking, but like, I would like to think like I feel like I'm pretty balanced in that sense. Like I'll talk about the sport in depth when there's like in-depth news, technicalness. Like I'll talk about that stuff. You know, I'll talk about what's happening on track. I'll talk about what's happening off track. I'll do a fun video like that. You know what I mean? But I've also had clips with drivers where I've asked them serious questions and like, you know, I've filmed a video of Checo that won't see the light of day, of where I rank, you know, get him to break down his 5 best moments in the sport. You know, I've had Checo and Max both react to their best moments in the sport. Like, I feel like I balance. And again, I'm not saying like every single media publication or every single content creator, every single influencer, or whatever the fuck needs to have both sides of it. No, everyone should stick in their niche or whatever. But my point is, I just feel like, to be honest, I don't even think it's like, I don't think anyone's doing anything wrong. Maybe you could argue F1 need to maybe focus on a bit more of the on-track stuff, or more like technical stuff, but in a fun way. But other than that, it is just plain and simple. More people care about the fun stuff. So the fun stuff's going to get more views. So then that's going to get seen more on social media if you're looking around for F1. And then obviously because it gets more views, more people are going to do that because it gets more views. And it's just a spiral. You know what I mean? But yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is I really want more. Oh, Perry's not happy. Checo. Why have we got lopsided sponsors on the Halo, bro? Check the Tommy Hilfiger on the left. I think the thing is I'm trying to say is I really want more like fun yet technical stuff. Like those little stories, like what Jolene just said, or like that interview where Max breaks down his lap. Like, it's so fascinating to me. Everyone's getting more popular for drivers' private life than the actual racing. That's a problem. I don't think it's a problem if you balance it out. I love Leclerc, but he really needs to drop that PR act. I'm asked on this track on F125 as well, so I fully get the driver's struggle right now. Any plans for the 3 weeks after Miami? Yes, we've got Nürburgring 24 hours. We've got Forza Horizon 6 releasing. I think the biggest problem for fans this year, now that we've had a few races, some of the techie fans spent 2 summer learning the new regs, and now they've just come along and changed the regs. So there's a feeling of continuity needing to research. Yeah, that, but it's, even if you do a little bit of research, it's so hard to understand what's happening on track. I love watching old F1 comments under videos from like 2017. The community was so different back then, full of actual racing fans. There needs to be a healthy balance between fun social media stuff and the more technical on-track stuff, yeah. Honestly, sometimes I find what I find so interesting about F1, and to be honest, this is the case with a lot of sports. You could argue like football and NBA is the same, but like, it feels like once the F1 race finishes, within 24 hours, no one cares. Like, I generally think like the build up to the Grand Prix weekend and build up to the race, people care more about the build up before a race than like post race. And like, there's nothing, again, like, it makes sense, like the hype, you know, boxing and UFC is the same. Like, there's all this build up beforehand, the press conference, all that, and then the fight happens, and then you talk about it for 24 hours, and then it's like you never speak about it again. That's most things, to be honest. But yeah, it's very much like, I don't know. Sometimes like the sport feels secondary to like the what happens in the race feels secondary to everything else. El Hauki, they with the bullet. Yeah, TikTok got banned, sadly. Are my eyes bad or is George a sec off Kimmy? Yeah, but he's not been out for a little while. It's one of better tracks for some reason. It's cool how driver style differentiates people's best and worst, right? Yeah. I think my problem with Miami as well, I don't like the track, but also every other track I've driven on the F1 game for years, and then you come to Miami and it's like a newer track, so it's like I'm gonna be bad at it because I've done it less. Way less. I think at times it froze again. Bro, they crashed again. Okay, I really thought it'd be fixed. I wonder what the issue is. Wait, actually, before I reopen them, let me try turning off hard acceleration. Let's see if that does anything. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Let's see if that fixes up. Oh, it's so hot in my room, bro. I can't. This is it's gonna be worse than this. I'm gonna have to put the aircon on max some days. I'm sweating my balls off right now. I came out the racing bar and not two drivers getting shipped by their fans. Like, what do you mean? If I'm relatively speaking, it's still quite a niche sport. I disagree. Okay, well, it depends what your definition of niche is. Okay, biggest sport in the world is football. What would we say is the second biggest sport in the world? Let's maybe talk about is it the Western world? So like, let's talk about like English predominantly speaking countries. I would say second is cricket. Hell no. Cricket, if you're including Asia, specifically just India and like Pakistan, all those countries. Okay, again, English speaking country. Do you guys still think cricket? I generally never had a conversation in my life with someone about cricket in the last 10 years. Yeah, I'd probably say tennis. It depends. America, I'd say basketball. To be honest, I'd probably say basketball second, actually. I'd actually say basketball second. Football, basketball. Then I'd maybe go tennis. And then I'd honestly slot F1 in fourth. But the thing is, I would argue, again, maybe this is me coming from a an F1 bias. But like, yeah, golf more for the old heads. Actually, yeah, golf is really up there as well. Honestly, it just depends. Like, golf is more for the older demographic, but then again, it's getting way more popular now for the younger demographic. But like, you know, there's probably some of you guys in chat who's like, tennis? What? I can't even name a single fucking tennis player. You know what I mean? Anyways, my point is, I feel like, again, I could be coming from a biased standpoint with this, but I feel like F1 is in a very popular spot at the moment. From the Netflix show, to the movie, to the social media, to the 2021 and 2025 championships. I feel like F1's put itself in a spot where in the last 6 years, everyone knows about Formula One. Everyone talks about Formula One. Well, not everyone, but people talk about Formula One like tennis, like basketball, like golf, right? So I wouldn't say, my point is, fuck the list. My point is I would put F1 in those other sport categories, like I said, in the sense of like, people know about it. People know the names in the sport. If it's on the TV, people might watch it. People have either watched the Drive to Survive or seen a clip. Like, to me, F1 feels like what the UFC was and boxing was between 2015 and 2021. Where, like, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing a boxing clip or a UFC clip. You know, obviously the YouTubers were boxing. There's a lot of boxing events on. Like, it kind of felt like boxing and UFC were very like trend. It was very trendy for a while, obviously with McGregor and everything that happened as well. And everyone, it almost felt like everyone was like a casual fighting fan. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I feel F1 is at the moment. So I don't think F1's a niche sport anymore. I don't think F1's niche. Motorsport is niche, but I don't think F1 is niche. Like, to me, the definition of niche is like, to me, niche is like volleyball. Like, badminton. Like, that's niche. Like, I couldn't name a fucking volleyball player. I would 100% say F1 was niche. Maybe would still maybe niche like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But I think with the movie and everything in the last 2 years, I definitely don't think it's niche anymore. I think it's like, I genuinely think you could go up to most people on the street and be like, do you know F1? Yes. Name a driver? Yes. Like I don't follow fucking rugby. I don't know any rugby player, but I know about the sport. Same, well, basketball. Actually, this is probably a good definition. Would you put rugby as a niche sport? Because rugby, at the moment, I grew up in New Zealand. Like, a rugby country. I could not name a single rugby player right now. I have no clue who's winning the rugby. I don't know who's leading the NRL championship. I don't know who's winning in the Rugby World Cup. Anything like that. I don't know anything about rugby. And I come from fucking New Zealand, right? I think rugby's niche. Whereas tennis, I can tell you Alcaraz is the #1 player in the world right now, right? Basketball. Actually, to be fair, I don't know who just won the championship. Was it fucking, I don't even know. The Nuggets or some shit? I don't know. Or Sinner, Alcaraz, same shit. Football, I don't know vaguely what's happening in the football world. Like, UFC, basketball, like, boxing. But, like, I couldn't tell you what's happening in rugby. And, like, I feel like that's the case with F1, where if you go, yo, what's happening in F1? They're like, oh, the cars are shit. And, like, you know, Mercedes at the top. Like, I don't know. I've never seen a rugby clip or even a game. So I'm from Ireland. I can't name a single rugby player. I see on the news all the time, and I can't name any player. It's Sinners at the moment. Who pissed on the racing ball? Oh, it was me, man. I did it myself. I think rugby is to NZ in Australia, what ice hockey is to Canada and Norway. Yeah, true. Yeah, these timings suck. What the fuck's happening, bro? What is this shit? I think F1 is not so niche just because people know more about Hamilton now. About Hamilton now? How's race pace from different cars? I don't even know how we can judge race pace at the moment. I think based on how much money are in the sport, we can have lists with these sports. A lot of complaints, but obviously that's expected because we haven't been racing in 5 weeks. Let me message Multiviewer real quick to see what this issue is. People recognize Max Verstappen even if they don't know F1. Before I even knew what F1 was growing up, I knew Michael Schumacher was low, yeah. Schumacher, Hamilton, Senna are probably the only ones bigger than F1. Who do you think is the most well-known driver ever? Michael Schumacher, for sure. My non-F1 friends knew Max from the memes, yeah. I think the thing is like, you know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, again, it's so hard because I'm in the F1 world, and it's hard for all of us, anyone in this chat, to be able to give an answer on this. Because we don't know. But, like, I feel like I've spoken to enough people now to kind of understand the vibe of where F1 sits. But, like, you know, growing up, I didn't watch basketball. I knew Kobe, I knew Jordan, I knew fucking LeBron James. You know what I mean? Like, I knew the Lakers, I knew this, I knew that. I'd see the odd clip here and there. Who wouldn't want to watch, like, epic basketball slam dunks and, like, three-pointers and this shit? You know what I mean? And who didn't play the NBA game? Even if you never watched a basketball game in your life. But you'd still, like, know about it and be interested in it. You know what I mean? Same with football. Same with all these sports. And that's kind of where I think F1 sits now, where it's like, people know the drivers vaguely. You know, oh, I know Lando Norris, he's hot. Like, this is, I feel like I've had enough conversations now where it's like, I don't know anything about F1, but like Charles Leclerc's cute. Or like, oh, you work for Red Bull? Isn't that the team with Christian Horner and the Spice Girl and blah, blah. Or like, oh, Max Verstappen's dominating F1 at the moment. Or like, oh, I watched the Netflix show. Or like, I watched the movie. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think F1 is niche at all, is my point. I don't think F1 is niche at all. I think F1 is up there with NBA. Not on the same level as NBA and football, no. But I think it's in the football, NBA, tennis category of, like, people know about it and talk about it. Is LeBron teammates with his son? Is he still teammates with his son? Rancy, they were thought. It's so hot in my room, I smell like piss right now. I smell like so sweaty. It's actually bad. It's only 6 o'clock. Can the sun fucking go down already? I'm pissed. Yeah, I agree. I would say GT is a niche. No, 100% GT is a niche for sure. Motorsport is a niche. F1 isn't. Yeah, no crashing. Good point. No crashing. No one pulled over, which is crazy after 5 weeks of no running. Maybe people have their engines turned down because they don't want to risk fucking retiring from the session. I think the moment we got a second F1 movie after Rush, we had to admit F1 isn't niche. You know what sport surprisingly isn't niche? Autocrossing. What the hell is autocrossing? Globally, cricket isn't niche. But I would still argue cricket... No, I wouldn't say cricket's niche. I think there's enough people in England, Australia, and New Zealand to kind of make it not niche globally. But if you'd asked an American what cricket is that the one with the bat and the ball? Like... The fuck is that? Why is that taking up all that space? What is the point in that? I think LeBron is the reason why they have his son on the team, so it's really not really that good. No idea what cricket is. Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't gotten rid of the chicane, to be fair. I think the show would be so much better without it. Day is going fantastic, Arthur, but it's too hot in my room and I'm pissed off. I guess baseball would be the similar sport in America, yeah. But isn't baseball also very big in South America? Or is it just Mexico? Is the door open? No. I can't have it open, unfortunately. I feel like gold is also getting big right now. Gold? Oh, golf. Oh, yeah, I put golf, sorry, in the category of the other ones I said. Tennis and shit. Predictions for sprint qualifying? Honestly, I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. I have no clue if Ferrari are actually good right now. I have no clue if Mercedes are throwing. I have no clue if Red Bull look good. It is way too hard to tell because, one, it's already hard to know what's happening in these cars because it's all down to a battery when you press a button at the right time, right? Or when the battery's deployed at the right time. Two, we've just got reg changes. So what has that even changed? We're going to find out later on today in sprint qualifying. Three, there's so many new upgrades. Who's good, who's bad? And four, it's practice. Who the fuck's trying and who's not? There we go. Here's Russell on softs. He's about to dunk some laps if his tires don't overheat. Russell's down on Leclerc's time on softs. Okay, so these tires are not made for this track. Well done, Pirelli. How are the tires overheating in Sector 1? That or the Mercedes sucks. Max is on softs now, and he's the same. I really want Leclerc to go on softs. Ooh, Piastri's battery Leclerc. Don't trust it with Ferrari, true. Hamilton, Leclerc in that order for sprint qualifying. Wait, is that true, Tony? Tony? You're telling me they did an extra 30 minutes of practice, but they didn't give them an extra set of tires or fuel? What? What the fuck is the point in that? So Russell already went third, and Max. Woo! Don't worry, guys. Okay, the sauce didn't die. Whoa! This is why I wanted to see Leclerc on softs. He's about to go 4 tenths up on Russell and Max. Bit of dirty air from the McLaren. Oh, it's not McLaren. What is that? 3 tenths up. Wow. Ferrari looking really good. Why was Russell's lap so bad? How's Red Bull doing so far? Well, they just set a good soft time, better than Mercedes, but I don't know why Russell's was so bad. Was too short notice to get it done? Too short notice to have an extra set of tires and fuel. What? That literally makes no sense. I guess what? Because the tires were already shipped. The fuel was already shipped and made and whatever. So happy Ferrari aren't doing that anything but blue again this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, true. Only 310s down for Red Bull. They'll take that for sure. Here's Lewis, though. Here's Lewis. 60 milliseconds up on Leclerc. If Lewis can match Leclerc, that's really good sign, because Lewis was struggling here in the first hour and a half. Wait, I haven't even paid attention to the super clipping. Very good point from Jolien. I don't know why I wasn't focusing on that. Lewis didn't run out of battery down the straight. He lifted a little bit, I think because he wanted to harvest battery for this next straight. But he didn't super clip. Okay, let's have a look. So his battery is 95% fuel. Okay, he using a lot of battery here. Okay, he's going to super clip here for sure. So he's at 330, 340. It wasn't that bad. To be fair, he went from 340 to 320. That was a 20-kilometer drop. Still not great, but it wasn't like significantly noticeable. It wasn't like what we were seeing before, where it was like 340 down at 280. It's these improvements have, from what I've just seen on Lewis's onboard, it's definitely improved. Whoa, here's Norris. Lewis 1 millisecond off Max. What the fuck? Here's Norris. He is very much up. I need Antonelli and Russell to set times, but Antonelli's stuck in the garage right now. McLaren's got it. Oh, Norris went down on sector 2 there. Who knows? Maybe qualifying's back. Maybe championship's back on. Whoa, he got impeded. Okay. McLaren vs Ferrari? Excuse me. McLaren vs Ferrari versus Mercedes for P1. Red Bull back in P4. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting. I'm enjoying this so far. I mean, this is looking good so far. West Phoenix, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Thank you so much for subbing with Prime. Appreciate you subbing for the very first time. Wait, didn't you type in chat earlier that this is your first time watching the stream or something? Yeah, no, you followed an hour ago. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you coming with the Prime, man. So I'm in Norris said the guy in front of him does not back out. Oh, my Red Bull's in the fridge, in the freezer. Remind me to get it out. This time I'm not going to leave it in there too long. Yeah, done Williams. Ban him. Ban him. If Max gets stuck fighting Pierre again, it's going to suck. I keep seeing a lot of people asking about where they can watch F1 for free this weekend. Is F1 doing their Netflix promotion this weekend? Or is that Canada? Which Grand Prix is on Netflix for free this year? That's Canada, okay. Well, I know that's technically not free, but I feel like so many people have a Netflix subscription nowadays. Well, and yeah, so you'll be able to watch F1 on Netflix for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's pretty cool. Red Bull engineers have definitely worked hard and tried to do their best. Respect for them. I think the FIA should be more strict in terms of blocking other drivers. Engineers just don't pay enough attention. Yeah, it cannot be for free on Netflix. I'm not sure if that's globally or just America though. But they've been doing the thing. They've been doing the WWE. They've been doing the stuff with the guy climbing the building. So I think it's going to be like a proper thing like that. Is Max going to race again this year? This year out of F1? Yes, he's got Nürburgring 24 hours in 2 weeks' time. That is going to be a big weekend. We're going to be watching the whole 24 hours on the stream. Two liters of cherry Coke. You're crazy. The whole 24 hours? Yeah, I won't be on stream for the whole 24 hours. I'll sleep for like 8 or 7 hours. But the rest of the time I'll be live. Excuse me. Speak for yourself, you drink Red Bull. Yeah, but not 2 liters. Alright, Audi. Get good here, please. You are in really good form before the 5-week break. Props to you, show up for every race category. Love your shit. That's right. Well, I've always loved IndyCar. I've always loved Formula E. I've always loved GT3 racing, but I've never really made the jump to like, hey, I'm actually going to watch these on stream. I've always just been like, I don't know, like people won't care. But this year I've found people really care, and I've found ways of streaming each one. And yeah, I mean, Formula E, unfortunately, I was only able to do 2 streams with them before, of being able to stream the races. And then that stopped. So that's a shame. I can't really stream Formula E anymore. IndyCar, they have the free onboards for us to watch, which I've been really enjoying watching. So every IndyCar, or most IndyCar Grand Prix weekends I'll be watching on stream. And then obviously GT3, NLS, and everything's been free to watch. So we've been watching them on stream. Same with obviously F1 Academy. We're going to be watching F2 qualifying after this. And yeah, WEC is the only one that I haven't done yet that I want to stream on the channel. So we'll see how WEC streams go. But yeah, honestly, when I streamed IndyCar, like, great viewership. When I streamed, I'm not even lying, like, we had more people watching, like, we had more people watching NLS 5 a couple weeks ago than we have watching F1 practice right now. Now, obviously, I know it's F1 practice, but still, it just goes to show, like, when you can actually have something to watch on stream, how much of a difference it makes. Nürburgring 24 hours is going to be sick, though. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a big stream. I'm excited for the Nova Ring race. Nova Ring? What's that? Bearman! I actually might get the dogs out soon. It's too hot. I'm a weirdo. Like, if I don't wear socks, it just doesn't feel right. But it's too hot. Your dog's always out. Now, do you know what it is, right? So I obviously, like, I've never wear socks, like, back home and stuff like that. But, like, I've gotten so used to streaming with socks on that, like, if I don't stream with socks on, it feels weird. You know what I mean? I think what it is because I'm live and I know people are watching me, if I have my feet out, it feels weird. You know what I mean? It's like if I sat here with no pants on, like, it wouldn't really matter. It'd be risky, but it wouldn't really matter. But, like, it would feel weird. You know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with being barefoot, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Huge lock up there from Aleto. Is Merck sandbagging? We don't know. We don't know. We'll find out in sprint qualifying later on today. So sprint qualifying is at 9 o'clock? 9:30. I think it's 9:30. 3 hours from now. Are you kidding me? Hours. Alright, so we've got 3 hours to kill, but we do have F2 to watch. And we've got a bunch of videos and stuff to watch, so be sure to tune on them. Are you somebody who wears socks with sliders? I don't wear sliders. Ever. I think sandals is the worst invention ever made. Sorry to the sandal wearers in chat, but sandals are terrible. Crocs, I would never wear Crocs. I think they look weird to me. But I don't mind a Croc. I don't mind a Croc. I don't mind a jandal or a thong or a flip-flop, whatever you want to call it in your country. But sandals are the ugliest thing ever. And Lewis getting blocked again. Okay, everyone's deciding to block at the end of the session here. Alright, guys, that wraps up the extended 90-minute long FP1. Thank you guys all for tuning on in. We'll watch as everyone goes back into the pits, but the stream is not over. Oh, the sun's going down. The sun's going down. The stream is not over. We have got sprint qualifying in 3 hours time. We've also got F2 qualifying to watch and a bunch of other things to do on the stream. So if you have enjoyed so far and you haven't already, be sure to follow down below. We do watch alongs like this for every Grand Prix weekend, for every single session. If you're watching on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be staying live all day. We'll be live all this weekend. So yeah, be sure to stick around / tune on in later. But yeah, first practice session done. How are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling? I'm not going to lie. I don't feel as... The thing is, it's we were talking about this yesterday on stream. It's the contrast of, like, 2025 championship ending season into new regular cars, new liveries, new everything, Australia, and then China, and then Japan, and then boom, nothing for 5 weeks. The contrast of how I feel now versus the end of last season, start of the season, is very, like I'm not as hyped. I'm not as excited, right? But am I not excited? No, I would say I'm excited. I think when sprint qualifying happens and I can be like, oh, the regs actually are kind of decent with this change. Or, oh, Mercedes aren't dominant anymore. For now, it's just the unknown. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. That practice session was useless to me. Like, I'm being real. All I learned is that the super clipping is who by the way, who said that quote? They were right, by the way. It was Alonso, I think. He said, we're not going to have super clipping anymore. We're just going to have clipping. That's kind of what it felt like. So super clipping looks like it's no more. No more super clipping. Other than that, I haven't learned anything from that session. Other than Fry looked good. Oh, Piastri hit the wall. Sure, we're going to replay in a sec. 7 Erpski and Jen Sanchez. Thank you guys for the fellas. Surprisingly, no red flag that session. But Leclerc topped the session. Congrats to everyone who got that right on the channel points. Oh, well done. Well done. Max back in top 3. Good session. Yep. I'm going to sleep with your stream in the background. You better play that intro loud when sprint qualifying comes on. All right. You think you know Formula 1. Oh, yeah, wait, is that the quali intro? No, qualifying intro is Among the Many. All right, where's Piastri hit the wall? Was it the chicane wall? No, this one on the exit. Oh. Oh, that's okay. Pilks over the thank you for the follow and the bit, dude. This is all the money I have left. Let's hope Max wins everything. That one bit is gonna make a difference. Thank you, dude. That's gonna help Max get the dub, I reckon. Chat doesn't mind thongs either. Long season to go for Audi. Looks like they build a good starter car, but they seem to go backwards now. Yeah. Hard to know until we see if Merck's sandbagging. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, you should have seen the IndyCar Indianapolis testing. It was crazy. Grosjean hit a bird. I learned more about the temperature in your room than anything about the car. True. Oh, new race start procedure as well. There's a new system in the car that stops them from dying. Or not dying, but you know what I mean, like stalling. I don't even know. I don't know what it does. Does it stop them from stalling? Does it stop them from getting held in place? I don't get it. Yo, Pilkix, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Bro followed, dropped a bit, and then sub straight away. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate you subbing Prime for the very first time. Thank you, dude. Can't believe they did rig in it just for Max. Just for Max. Yeah. Early. All right, rundown of the grid. So, starting from the bottom, Lance Stroll only did 28 laps. Yeah, second least amount of laps behind Hulkenberg. 28 laps in last. Then Lindblad didn't really get... Wait, Lindblad second last with 40 laps. Okay, he was struggling, I guess, his first time at Miami, but still, weird. Then Bottas, then Alonso, then Perez. Cadillak looking decent. Then Lawson. VCARB not looking great this weekend. Then Ocon, Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Bam, and Albon. Yeah, Williams are quite far up there. Colapinto doing well. Sainz, Hadja between the Alpines again. That doesn't look great. Gasly, Norris, Russell, and Antonelli both having problems that session. Hamilton, Piastri, Verstappen, and Leclerc. It's all over the place, but I really don't know what's real, what's not. Is Fry actually good? Does Red Bull actually look good? Is Mercedes actually bad? Is McLaren actually good? I guess we'll find out soon. But guys, that wraps up FP1. Thank you all for tuning on in. Again, be sure to follow down below. But yeah, we will be live for sprint qualifying later on today. We are going to stay live though, so stick around. But yeah, that is it for FP1. All right, let's get in to some stuff now. How long we got till F2 is on? I fucking hate the hum that you guys can hear, but that is my my aircon. All right, we've got 52 minutes, so why do they pick such fucked times? So 2 minutes from now is 40. 20. So 20 past. No. Half past. Yeah, sorry. Half past 7. Alright, half past 7 is F2. So, we're gonna have 2 soon. We're gonna have 2 shortly. We're gonna have 2 shortly. Alright. Let's put some music on to at least cover that noise up. I'm in Miami, bitch. Shout out LMFAO, man. My favorite boy band. Okay, so when we come back, it'll be F2 time. So we got none of that, none of that. We got that. We got qualifying. We got session timer. We got no F1 live timings. Keo. Nike nice. Same with the follow. Okay, we'll watch this leading on up to sprint quali. Let's go back to Discord and scrolling all the news and stuff that's come out from today and overnight. The drivers were asked for their favorite and least part of the new regulations. Oh, this will be interesting. Have they given an answer for everyone? No. Sergio Perez, I was very happy. As a young boy, I played a lot of Mario Kart, so I have a lot of preparation going into this new era. Shut up. I'm so sick of this fucking Mario Kart joke. It's ran its course. Give it up, please. Please give it up. We got a stream that's Connor Zilic. Yep. Hadja and Max. What the hell are they doing? What is that face? What is that face, bro's got the quadruple chin going? What the hell is that? Admin show the upgrades. The upgrades. Okay. See, this is an example. Remember how I was talking about silly posts before? This is an example of like, this is okay. But how about you actually make a post talking about the upgrades? You know what I mean? Like, this is a funny post. But instead of just posting this, talk about the upgrades as well. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. And I'm just slagging them off right now. But, yeah. Bro is at the Miami International Autodrome. Behrman, Gasly, Verstappen, Lawson. Why are you here? I thought you were financially stable. Williams has also added a smaller fitted FTM. What does this do? What does this actually do? Okay, why is like dead music playing right now? Ooh. This is a vibe. This is a vibe. I don't think Max is crying or raging about it. I do think the media is using Max to fatigue the audience. But it didn't really bring upgrades. Wait, what's happened? What has happened? What has happened? Zero IQ take. What has happened? F1 is back again. It is back. It is. Okay, I don't know what's happening in chat. You guys keep arguing. New end plate on the Ferrari SF26 for Miami GP. Okay. I don't really know what I'm looking at there, but all right. We watched that already. That's a good ad. American fans. Well, I mean, Haas ain't American, bro. Haas ain't American anymore. Keep it early. Isaac Hedger and Carlos Sainz were also asked about their favorite part of the new cars. Anthony and Hedger mentioned having lighter cars, and then Sainz said this. Unfortunately, my car is not that much lighter than last year. LOL. It is only a matter of time before the deal between Red Bull Racing and Adidas is officially announced. Adidas will become the clothing sponsor of the team starting in 2027 with an agreement worth $25 million per year, equivalent to Adidas's deal with Mercedes and Audi. That is going to be elite. Don't be wrong. I have nothing bad to say about Castor. I think Castor has personally made really good merch for Red Bull in the years that I've been repping Castor kit. And I think it looked better than the Puma kit that Red Bull used to have. And also when I had I used to have a McLaren Castor jersey back in the day. That was also really good. So I have nothing bad to say about Castor. But Adidas is just such a better brand. Like, in terms of, like, you know, it's Nike and Adidas. Adidas makes such good looking kits. Like, what the hell's happening down here? Such good looking kits. And, like, you know, I've just bought new Adidas running shoes as well. And it just looks good, man. It just looks good, man. It just looks good. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. Gotta wait till 2027 though. Guess what the tier list is based on? I was gonna say age because there's like 3 young'uns at the bottom, but no. I don't know. Hairlines? Okay, yeah. Balding, bald. Yeah. Nah, he should be up there with that photo, bro. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Which category do I go in, guys? I'm a D. I'm a D, right, guys? Right, guys? Just because your hair is down doesn't mean it's not receding, guys. Always remember that. Always remember that. I don't know what that says, but I'm assuming that means Gabriel Budilla is rocking a special helmet this weekend. 90s Miami Dreaming. AI. Is it AI or is this being made by someone? It's AI. I mean, you could tell by the way it transitioned. That was such an AI transition. But I was like, you know, I'll give it benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a real thing, but no. I'm sure Tommy Hilfiger loved their logo being butchered by AI. The thing is, right? The thing is, like, let's say you're a Twitch streamer and you have like 1,000 followers on Twitch and you wanted to make a fun little video to showcase that you were going to do an IRL stream in Miami and you posted this. Cool. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with not having budget to pay someone to do something and then getting AI to do it. Maybe depending on what type of creator you are, what type of person you are, maybe you wouldn't want to do that. But like, I don't think there's a problem with that. Bottas is a fucking multi-millionaire. Like, can you not just pay someone to do something like this? For you? For Miami? Like, don't be wrong. To make something like this, it would be very fucking expensive. But, like, Bottas has the money. Yeah, it's lazy. To be, that's such a cool way to promote your helmet, but why use AI, bruh? I guess they are sponsored by TWG. I just adore you. Great dream, says Deborah. Paris, music, chocolate, travel, F1, Lewis, Mercedes, AMG, food, wine, airlines, cats, vegan. Shout out Deborah, man. Shout out Deborah. How is no one complaining about AI? This is perfection. Valtteri Bottas vibes all the way. And as a child of the 90s, I approve wholeheartedly. I would watch this movie. Haters will say it's AI. Yeah, true. Shout out Deborah though. Shout out Debs. Shout out Debbie. Are you gonna be live to quality? Yes, we will be. We will be. Lazy as fuck. AS Club is basically stealing, especially if you are one of the richest people on the planet. He may have paid someone to do that either way. Maybe. I prefer them not making it over AI every day. There are many animation studios in Florida that would do that for cheap. That Veltri bot does Peter, I'm gonna hit like crack. Dead internet fit theory. Grabs need to get off Twitter. Abuba's not realizing it's AI. My mum sent me way too many AI vids. They fall for it, man. They fall for it. Yeah, the new Red Bull looks crazy. V-Carb and Merc mechanics this weekend. Drivers that start in the front row have never won the Miami GP. So that's why Mercedes aren't going for P1 and P2 this weekend. I see. Game on in Miami. Bought another special helmet. I like it. Ooh, I like that. That is so clean. I like how he's going for an orange and yellow feel for sunset rather than just going the purple and pink like everyone else. I like that. Beautiful. Miami. Flamingo. Cool poster there from Red Bull. New FTM combined with floor diffuser and floor edge changes plus a bigger mouse hole. Fry old, fry new. Not really sure what I'm looking at that. McLaren, we have introduced a new end plate for rear wing with new ribs. Also, the profile of the upper edge with a different step was previously front, now rear. So what's curved now? Is that the difference? What's a special helmet? Wait, we didn't even talk about helmet. It's cool. That's cool. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Daniel Ricciardo's cabbage helmet. You remember that one? Daniel Ricciardo helmet 2023? What's that? No, 22. Wait, what helmet am I thinking of? No, this one. It reminds me of this helmet. In 21. No way that was 21. A little bit, no, you guys reckon? Just the color. Maybe it's just the color. Kind of. Yeah, like kind of pastel-y green and purple and pink. I like it. What about all your recent YouTube videos? Where were my recent YouTube videos? How's it going? And Shul? What have been my recent YouTube videos? I just haven't posted on YouTube in ages. Bring the action. What a banger. Holy. How's it going though? Initial. Wait, I said that already. What the fuck? My brain. Maria, thank you for the follow. I missed practice. Anything interesting? Super clipping doesn't exist anymore. We just got like normal clipping now. And it looks like there's going to be a bit of a shake up at the top. What that is though, we'll have to wait and see in sprint quali. Hamilton and Leclerc Lego helmets now available. Woo! Already out of stock. There's no way. We are. So that's 160 pounds. Get fucked. So that looks so arse cheeks. Holy. Wow, these are both sold out already. Your YouTube streams still going? Yeah, I know. Thank you for letting me know though, Brian. Yeah, I usually stay live for a little bit on YouTube afterwards now. And then I end when I need to end it. Yeah, Lego prices are insane. So that's so ass. Wait, you can make him do a back kicky? That's kind of epic. Guys, are we going for the Sui pose or the back kicky pose? I'm going for this one. That one's kind of epic. Have them other places still like Argos? Everything is overpriced now, yeah. Bring the action. Excuse me. A few days ago now, BYD confirmed they have been in talks with F1. That got me thinking what a BYD Formula 1 car could look like. So I got to work looking at brand guides and thinking how this could work. And this is the result. Shout out Chris Paul. That is clean. That is really clean. Following BYD's color scheme. I love that blue. Obviously, there's a lot of black. But I love this thing here. That little, like, A lot of black, but it's a really clean design. I like that a lot. He's smashed that. Cars on track in F2. Oh, what does F2 look like in Miami? Well, we'll find out soon when we watch quali. A fresh new livery for Aston Martin driver Murray Boyer. Oh, Aston Martin livery. Boyer. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the car updates. Would have liked to have known that before their session. So McLaren have 6 performance, 1 circuit specific. Mercedes have 2 performance. Red Bull have 6 performance, 1 reliability. Ferrari have 11 performance upgrades. Williams have 7. Racing Bulls have 6. Aston Martin, nothing. Haas, 1. Audi, 2. Okay, that's why Audi hasn't made much progress. Alpine 6, Cadillac 9. Aston Martin, what does he even do? Fucking Aston Martin, bro. I can't, yeah. They're bringing a huge upgrade to Canada, though, is what I've heard. Wind sign gloves worn by Kimmy. Oh, cool. Purple for Miami. Let me guess, this one's not going to work either. Oh, so it is a different purple each day. I thought it was just writing on the side. May this package be of the same level as 2024? Oh, the package that brought McLaren into championship contention. Oh, so this is Miami's tickets today for Sunday. Sorry, this is their currently how much it costs for Sunday. 2,600. 6,500, 1,300, 1,000, 7,600. Just for a Sunday ticket. It's a joke, bro. 4 left. 2 left. That's ridiculous. Excuse me. My prediction for the top 5 teams this weekend. McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Alpine, Red Bull. So you got McLaren ahead of Mercedes and Alpine ahead of Red Bull. Okay, okay. Guys, real OGs know this song. Real OGs know where this song is from. Go, shawty. It's your birthday. Who knows where that's from, guys? Chris, come on. Surely you know. Let me catch up on chat. Oh, I was muted. Why didn't anyone tell me? Wait, what? No sound? Oh, there was no sound on that video? Oh, fuck. That's embarrassing. It was just they were just waffling, and then Russell repeated himself.
Hi everyone, Kim and George here. This weekend in Miami, we're rocking up this new purple suit.
Is it a CSC? No, it's the song that played when I was doing my dance. Remember that TikTok dance clip with the girl? I said this entire year has been jokes. Since the moment that engine reveal stream went live, yeah, true. Ever since then, they lost aura. Purple to honor Jedi Master Mace Windu. Who the hell's that? What we got? Oh, we got inside scoops from people at the track. F2 paddock. Invicta hat. Wait, who is that? This year's Invicta hat? The fuck? Free hat? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, keep the pictures coming. Keep the pictures coming. Hi guys, I'm obsessed with McLaren's front wing. I find it aggressive, compact, and elegant all at once. It's pure art, or rather, aero porn. Okay. You gotta love them putting up adverts in Publix. Red Bull gives you wings. Line is already wrapping around the entrance. What, is that to get into the Grand Prix? Or is that for something else? Leaked footage of the lightning strike on the Miami track. It's gonna be Ka-chow. Ready? Lightning McQueen. Updated Alpine A526 includes a rear wing. Pierre's car only this weekend. Testing FP1, a new chassis for Franco Colapinto. Dude, the yellow looks so good. Why can't that just be permanently be on the Alpine? Following... Okay, here we go. Following its debut in 2025, Formula 1 is bringing music to fans around the world with the return of F1 Grid Gigs. It's back. This year, the pre-race entertainment show will be bigger than ever, featuring 5 Grand Prix, launching at the Miami Grand Prix, where multi-Latin Grammy-nominated and US Platinum-selling artist Manuel Turizo will take to the stage. So, for people who don't know, F1 at the end of last year did a couple things called Grid Gigs, where before the race... after the build-up, before the race, they have a music act play, which I think is kind of cool. It's good for fans. It's good for people watching at home, and they stream it, so we watch it on stream. But they keep getting no-name people. I don't know who this is. Maybe he is a good, but like, I don't know. Get like Lil Nas X or some shit. You know what I mean? What Grand Prix are they going to? Miami, Silverstone, Abu Dhabi, Austin, and Vegas. Okay, Silverstone. We'll see what they do. We'll see who they get. That's how I know you've never been to Florida, Ponden. Are you gonna be a music act? Yeah, I'm going to get on stage and shake that booty, you know. Bring that back for 100K redemption. Maybe I'll have to have a think about it. There were helicopters that I posted. They were like surrounding my backyard to secure the track. Are we doing F1 Fantasy and my paddock predict? Or am I late? No, F1 Fantasy doesn't exist till tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, 22 hours. 22 hours. That song was pissed me off. This is either going to go really well fry or really terribly. Updated components. Oh, they actually... Oh, F1 actually put out a thing. Wow. Yeah, F2 starts in 30 minutes. We're going to watch it. Oh, the Claire special helmet. I didn't even know he had one. Alright, bit of baby blue. I like it. I like it. Funny. Good vibe. I like it. I like it. Funny bit. Good way to announce that. Aston Martin says that both cars are delayed due to power issues in the garage. Hell yeah. Oh my god, Red Bull, this is absolutely nuts. Yeah, the gap in that rear wing is fucking insane. Absolutely insane. Jimmy Fallon's filming content with Max and Isaac. Yo. And now I'm joined by 2 of my favorite drivers in the world. They're part of the Oracle Red Bull Racing team. It's Max Verstappen and Isaac Hadjar. Miami long runs for Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull. Mercedes started long runs first and still seemed to be benchmarked. Leclerc had impressive laps, would have averaged a 33.3 without the last lap. Max Verstappen looks closer. Not enough to make any statements on McLaren yet. Plenty of unknowns still, though, from Mercedes POV with a power unit issue ending Antonelli's running before he can use the softs. While Russell is 0.8 seconds off the pace and P6 behind Antonelli on hards. Okay, how do I find, like, summer music? I want, like, summer songs. Summer hits. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you hear a song and you're like, that's a summer tune. Like, when I met you in the summer. Summer bangers. Oh, literally the first song on the playlist. You know it's summer when this song comes on. Verstappen and Leclerc going side by side in the first corners. Can't watch that. It's a good indication of how hard we're pushing. Laurent Mekies on Red Bull's new rear wing. There were military helicopters surrounding the track this morning. I could see them from my backyard. Why though? To clear the track? Or are they hunting someone down? Yo, why are you mocking me like that, bro? Red Bull Racing's new rear wing upgrades at Miami. Red Bull's new exhaust flap wing. Wait, it goes up? Wait, what makes it go up? Wait, what makes it go up? Like, under braking, does it go up? Or is it, no, is it permanently there? Damn, Red Bull have popped off with the upgrades, apparently. Guys, one more. To shout it out again. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. Discord.gg/Ponden. In there, I've got a channel rating viewers' vehicles. Chuck a photo or videos or anything of your car, your family member's car. I'll be rating them on stream next week. So check your cars in there. Chuck your cars in there. I need more. You guys popped off with the setups. I want to see more cars in there, though. Midclask. David, follow. It shows my profile. I'm gonna cry. Top speeds in Miami. Borderland are the quickest. Same with Gasly. And then down at last, the Aston boys and the McLarens are quite low. Interesting. You don't have a car? Chuck your parents' car in there. Go on that MOG website. Should we do the MOG contest? Should I do the MOG contest? I feel like, dude, I was dying watching this vid this morning.
Bro, when you get in these, don't even say anything. Just look straight in the camera. Like, you don't give a about nothing.
Wait, light brakes. What? Why is bro got his feet up like this? Wait, is that his foot? Okay, no, it's a chair. Oh no, it is his feet. Bro.
You just got mugged, bro.
What? Bro, I was dying because this one was funny. He went up against this guy. This guy was getting like. This guy was not happy with this. I don't know what he's doing in his face.
Are you being dead ass? Nah.
Like, this is like typical American jock, and he's just like, bruh.
This is cap.
Wait, where's the fucking... Wait, he also versed himself. Tell me this is not...
Like, pissed.
What? Tell me there's not just two XQCs on my screen right now.
TF is this artness shop.
Aren't you Canadian, bro? What are you doing here?
Lock in.
Should we do this? Should we do this right now? Should we do this right now, guys? Should we do this right now? I feel like I need to do it. Alright, YouTube, I'm going to end the stream there. We have got 25 minutes until F2 starts. I'm going to watch some videos in the meantime. We can't watch them on YouTube. So come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. Otherwise, subscribe down below. Be sure to like the stream. And I'll see you guys later on today for sprint qualifying. Bye-bye.